Hi there, thanks for watching my Finance Lingo channel. In this video, I'll be teaching you on amalgamation. This presentation is provided to you for general information only and does not constitute a recommendation, an offer, or solicitation to subscribe for, purchase, or sell the investment product mentioned herein. To explain amalgamation, I will use two different markets to illustrate, namely the Singapore markets and the US markets. On the left column is the Singapore markets, and on the right is the US markets. We begin with the Singapore markets. Consider that there are investors who bought shares at 9:30 a.m. for 100 shares of OCBC at the price of 8:30. Subsequently, he bought some more shares of OCBC at different hours in the same trading days at different prices. In Singapore SGX context, the sum of all the transactions value is summed up at the end of the trading day, and the brokerage fees is then calculated at the end of the day, and the total contract value payable is then determined. And in this example, the investor only incurred a mere $25 of brokerage fees for the 4 transactions he did on the same trading day. So this is regarded as one trade. And in this instance, this is known as amalgamations. Do take note that to simplify understanding, we have actually excluded all the various miscellaneous fees as they are often very negligible in value. So in the Singapore market, we call this there is an amalgamation on Singapore markets. So for the US markets on the right, consider an investor who bought 140 shares of Microsoft at 10:30 p.m. or 2230 hours, and subsequently he realized that he has some residual US dollars, and he decided to buy some more Microsoft shares. So he then bought some shares again an hour later, and as in these examples, the brokerage is calculated each time the transaction was done. So in these examples, the investor actually incurred a total of 60 US dollars for the 3 trades that was done. Hence, investors should consider all the shares that he intend to buy, okay, for the trading day before he actually commences the trades. Otherwise, the investor could incur some unnecessary brokerage costs. So from these two examples, you should have noticed that both investors had probably purchased about $8,900 of shares in their respective currencies. However, the investor who bought the shares at the US markets had cost a higher brokerage fees of $60 as compared to the one who bought incurred 25 Singapore dollars. So investors should actually do take note there is no amalgamation on the US markets. So nonetheless, I also want to remind you that in this example, this does not imply that the US market is not attractive, but a mere illustration on amalgamations. Okay, to ensure that investors have a comprehensive understanding on amalgamation, I have furthered with the 2 more illustrations. So both these illustrations is on Singapore markets. I will begin with the left column. On the left column, okay, consider investors who bought OCBC shares at 3 different timings on the same trading day at different prices. So, and subsequently, he decided to sell some shares on the same trading day later at 1600 hours. So, how is the brokerage calculated? Okay, the brokerage fees in this instance, there was 3 buy trades of OCBC and 1 sell trades. So these 3 buy trades is summed up and calculated as 1 trade to derive the brokerage fees. And as for the 1 sell trades, the brokerage fees is also calculated as 1. So in this instance, the brokerage fee actually worked out to be about 50 Sing dollars. So on the right column, consider an investor who placed 2 transactions to buy OCBC shares in cash, okay, and then subsequently he intend to use his CPF ordinary account to buy some OCBC shares. So he placed the 2 trades at 2 different timings. First one was to buy 600 shares of using CPF OA, and second transaction was to buy 200 shares using CPF OA. So um, so at the later part of the day, yeah, he decided to sell away some OCBC shares to sell, and this is set as a cash trades. So in this instance, how is the brokerage fee calculated? So as in this case, the two buy trades using cash is sum up as one trades, right? And the two buy trades of using CPF OA is sum up as another trades, and the sell trades of OCBC on cash is regarded as another trade. So in this right column example, there's 5 transactions and it's classified as only 3 trades, 1, 2, 3 for the day and not 5. So this is considered amalgamation, right? That we have one amalgamation here and another amalgamation over here. Thus the brokerage fee work out to be 75. So understand that if there is amalgamation on the market that you are interested in, okay, you can visit these websites, global markets at toppoems.com.sg, and thereafter just scroll down and look for the countries that you're interested to know, and just click over a bit more after you pop out something like this. So scroll down to look for the settlements, and you states whether is there any amalgamations. So as in this instance, US market, there's no amalgamations. So let's look at Hong Kong. A lot of people is also interested in Hong Kong. So I'll click here on Hong Kong. So we scroll down to the settlement. So as what you can see here, yes, there is amalgamations on Hong Kong. So investor can actually, if you are free, you can place hundreds and hundreds of shares of 200 and 200 of shares, and instead of placing trades in one lump sum. So to read the fine print of the terms and conditions on this amalgamation, I have included a link at the comments there below. We have come to the end of this video, and thanks for watching. If you haven't have a trading account to invest in any of Singapore shares or listed US company shares, do drop me an email at rolandbk@philip.com.sg or give me a call during office hours. I hope you enjoy watching this finance lingo. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.